Okay. Hello, this is Andrew with the Accomplished Brain, and I just love to share clinical information with you guys. I love to share of how I think, what I do, and how I work with clients. So we've talked before about my supplements, we've talked about some of the head movements, we talked a series about the gut. Now I'm just throwing some little information about stimulation of the brain. So I want to talk about using the coordination system called your cerebellum. Very important. The cerebellum is so important. It could activate the same side brainstem. It projects to the opposite brain. One of the ways there's a couple ways that I activate the cerebellum, and a lot of times what happens is when clients fatigue, because I get clients who have concussion, traumatic brain injury, strokes, Parkinson's, kids with ADHD, movement disorders. And all those cases, you're going to have some fatigue. So we need to work the nutrition. We need to get the gut. We need to drive down the inflammation. And a lot of times we need to go to other areas or have little tricks that we could give some stimulation and we don't exceed what they can handle. And one of the ways I do that is isometrics. So if I give an isometrics on the left side, so I want to bend my elbow, okay, and I want to use my right arm to push away, and I want my left arm to resist, and I'm creating an isometric. And an isometric is basically the muscle is contracting without movement, right? And what that does from a neurological standpoint is it activates a 1B receptor, which basically gives the cerebellum some stimulation, but at a very moderate rated. So if you're someone who fatigues, we could give you that. In our last video we sent you, we could give you that tracking movement, and then you might fatigue, where we give you the tracking movement, take the target away, your eyes continue to move. We stimulate the temporal and we stimulate the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, and then what we do is you got a lot of stimulation, and we want to bring you down just a hair. We might give you an isometrics. Like and if I'm moving the eyes this way in a tracking, I'm probably going to give you an isometrics on the left side. I'm going to bring down that cerebellum. So you're going to get some extra stimulation, but it's also going to calm the cerebellum and calm the contralateral brain down. And it's real simple. A lot of times I start off with 5 seconds. I progress to 6 or 10 seconds, and I hold. Sometimes I do 1 or 2 sets. And I find with just that little extra exercise, when you give them some stimulation, could help them from fatiguing on the main stimulation that you give them. It could just really help tremendously with clients who have fatigue, like strokes, like traumatic brain injuries, Parkinson's, people with concussions. So again, a really simple exercise. Thank you. Look forward to the next video.